So Harmonic Trading by Kathy Garber, who's a claimed harmonic addict. So here's from her Real Traders webinar, as opposed to the fake traders, which have blown up their accounts.
But on SPY or something like that, I would. I'm happy to answer your questions. Where do I think crude oil is heading? What time frame, Jerry? What moving averages do I have on my charts? They're very simple. They're 20 and 50. The reason why I use a 20 SMA is because it's the same as a Bollinger Band midline. Now, I know that there are some people that do not like indicators. And here's the thing. I'm an educator. And a lot of the students that I have are people that have lost a lot of money, and they're like, help me. And they don't understand price action. And some indicators can help people understand price action better. For me, okay, just looking at these moving averages.
Or we could just use price, right? We could just use price.
This is a bearish cross, where a faster moving average crosses below a slower one. Now, I don't trade the cross, but I will trade the tests of the cross. So this is saying this is bullish in nature. Now, if price breaks out of this triangle and comes up and tests this falling 50, I'm going to be stalking a short, right? Because it's going to be a validation of that bearish cross. But if that's what gets me into the trade, if it goes back above there, that's what's going to get me out of the trade. You see?
Oh, boy. Whipsaw.
I thought the green downward MA will be a resistance on the upside. Well, the green fib, are you talking about this one, Veronica, this particular chart? Yes, it would be, and it correlates with the top of this triangle. Yes, the red is 200 SMA. The green is the 20 SMA, which is the same as the Bollinger Band. And I love Bollinger Bands, and I use them on a very small time frame for fine-tuning entries. So this tells me that the bias is to the downside, but we're toying with where we're going to be on this point of the triangle.
Toying with you.
My overall bias is, as long as it holds below 1770, I'm going to be stalking a short.
Wow.
On 1 hour and 4 hour NCL. So you make about one trade every 2 weeks? No, Jack. I make a trade every day.
No, Jack. How dare you?
Intraday. I trade ES every day. And the way I trade it has a high probability of 80% of a profitable trade. All right, let's look at the CL. Longer term trades, yes, you would be waiting longer, of course. Absolutely.
Duh.
CL. Okay, I have analysis on my charts. Let's get rid of that and look at it with fresh eyes so you can see how I process it. Okay, Jack, I'm not here to tell you what I'm trading.
Jack, would you please leave the trade room pronto?
I'm not trading anything today. I am offering trading.
Jack seems to be an annoying member of the webinar. Can we get somebody to get Jack out of here?
Opportunities, trading setups. You know, if this doesn't make sense to you, then, you know, that's fine. It's not going to hurt my feelings because it's personal. But,
too late. You just hurt mine.
But if you do find some kind of interest in it, then there are many ways that you can make profitable trades in harmonics. I mean, it really is. No, don't say that. Everybody, you know, has to find what works for them. Thank you, Nazar.
I'm using tea leaves.
How do you calculate your profitability? Well, in NinjaTrader, they offer that to do it automatically, and then I have people in my room that do it for me. So, like I said, I'm not a statistic type person. I just know that I make more profitable trades than losing trades. The retest of the bearish cross is going to be those moving averages. If those moving averages are what's like here, this is a different chart. This is an hourly CL. This happens to have a bullish cross. Okay, and this is a great example. Let me make it bigger.
I can make it bigger.
Okay, this bullish cross currently is being invalidated, right? Because when price came back at this juncture here, it's validated. It had one more oomph up, retested it, failed.
Oomph.
Once it closes below the 20, which is my green one, then I look for the 50 to hold. If the 50 can't hold, this is invalidating this bullish cross. It doesn't mean that it won't go back and redo another bullish cross, but this particular bullish cross failed. This type of price action, testing these moving averages, would not tell what it would tell me is this is not validating the bullish cross. I'm not stalking along. I'm waiting to see what happens. Okay.
I'm stalking along. Oh my.
All right. So harmonically speaking, on the bigger scope.
Harmonically speaking, is that where you swallow harmonica and you just start breathing notes?
Of things. Let's do the 4 hour first.
Boy, that's a fast data load.
Okay, here's somebody had said, how do you find the points? I look for extremes. I want to use the highest high and the lowest low with at least a 38.2% retracement. So that's what I'm going to shoot for first. I'm going to go from the highest high to the lowest low. It's not there yet. So right now, this pullback is not offering me a harmonic rotation. So I'm going to go to the next low. Next high. There, it's at the 38.2%. So that's
Where's Jack to ask her if she trades every day?
it's going to be my X point, right? So what this tells me, because it's a 38.2% retracement, is it's either going to be a bat or an ABCD. And the determining factor, the line in the sand, and now I like to recognize the golden ratio zone, so I'm going to keep that there. So what that tells me is if price holds above 98.24, I'm going to be looking for the 88.6% target. This is my ideal situation for this harmonic pattern to play out, okay? Now, I have 3 significant levels, the 3 points of the triangle.
Oh my God. I can't even, at 1.5 speed, I can't hang.
And the line in the sand between an ABCD and this current emerging bat is going to be this low.
Desert Storm.
I'm the type of person that likes to be prepared for no matter which direction the market happens to go, right? So I have a significant level. This is 4 hour. We have a bullish cross, and it's really like trying to decide. The hourly is where you're saying invalidated. So this is my ABCD target to the downside. I'll go ahead and draw that trend line just so you see in the same color as my ABCD fib. And here's what I'm going to do. Copy and paste it from this high. And as you can see, it matches, right? That's my AB equals CD target. So this is the line in the sand. Here, I'll just type it here.
Come on.
And as long on this pullback, as long as price holds above here, my bias and my target is going to be 106.77. If price comes down here and takes out 91.77, it's going to invalidate the blue pattern and focus on completing the ABCD. That's the 4 hour scenario, right?
Oh, God. When's the trading start?
Forget trading ideas right now. You would probably make more money teaching how to use Ninja Trader. That's cute. Okay, here's the 4 hour stuff on the 1 hour stuff. Now, let's hone in on just this most recent move, right?
What is she taking? Can I have some?
So we have this impulsive move to the upside and a retracement. So we're trying to form a new harmonic pattern, right?
We're trying to form.
So I'm going to draw.
What happened to the
from
last
low
one?
to the high, and it's not at the 38.2% yet. Now here's the thing: each leg of a harmonic pattern needs to be at least 38.2%. So this becomes a very important golden ratio zone.
Whoa.
Right? If I want to get a harmonic pattern, I cannot use this low right yet. I'm seeking this because it's absolutely necessary. It's a requirement of harmonically speaking that price down here. So this is like a magnet to form this leg of the bigger 4 hour pattern, right? Now, the smaller pattern, I'm going to have to use a different low, right? Because I have to have at least 38.2%. So let's change this color at 61.8%. So, let's just see if we have any correlation. It's 61.8%, so I know the 78.6% is the first target, and then my 1.272 and 1.618. Now they're recognizing if you question your fibs, they're recognized, then most likely it's a good 12-month fib. Okay, so we have this new harmonic pattern that's emerging. It invalidated Gartley, which was the first target at 78.6%.
You question your fibs.
Here was the first target for the Gartley. Well, it gapped down below there. So the next target is going to be the 1.272. Now, here's the cool thing. What's going to happen is if this Garfly, remember I call it Garfly, completes, it's going to help price test this golden ratio zone. So it's also invalidating.
I think this is a hybrid pattern. It's the Garfly. It's a instead of a Gartley, it's a Garfly.
Bullish cross here. So my bias right now would be as long as it holds below 97, what is this, 96.80, I'm stalking the short. It is in consolidation mode. So
why don't you stop stalking and fuck this thing already?
Conservative approach would be a hold below this trend line or below 96.30. I have a downside Scion dot that tells me this move to the downside is still forming. But
it's still forming. You missed the top, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
But if price holds back above 96.80, then I would anticipate a gap fill attempt. Okay. What triggers my paintballs? It's ATR, basically based off of fib rotation. Anna created it for me. I'm not a coder. I just use it like electricity. I don't know how to make the lines work in a house, but I will certainly use it.
Do you know how to change the fuse in the box?
And I can attest that I make money with you. Thank you, Ann. Yes, she does. What are the moving averages you are using on the 6? They're all the same, Deborah. The moving averages are the same on all my charts. 20 SMA, 50 EMA, and 200 SMA. What is point ABC? And what? KG, can you...
Where's Jack?
Oh, in just ABCD, like this would be an ABCD too. Let me just get rid of everything.
Come on, Jack.
Okay, remember, we have this pattern that's forming that has a target down here, right? Now, we are going to have an ABCD. The top is going to be the A. And that's what I went over earlier, right? So you can go back and look at it. This is going to be AB, and then we have a bounce up for the next leg. And as long as it doesn't go above the previous high, it's a valid. Remember, it's going to look like a lightning bolt.
Oh.
And so we've already gone past the ABCD, so we're looking for the A, B, CD extension. So right now it's testing the 1.272. And I'm almost out of time. So let me
lightning bolts, that makes electricity.
Is there a time requirement for each pattern to complete?
Is there like a Franken pattern that I could trade here? Oh, looky. I think I see a top bottom. Yeah, I'd put an order here. Look at, I get my brain around this. Yeah, I have an order sitting here at previous top. Sure, why not? Yeah. Almost, overshoot the runway in that.
I don't consider it so, but thank you, Veronica. One of the smartest people I've met ever. Are you referring to me, Donald? Or somebody else? Somebody I learned from. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Must the price in the golden zone stop to be the close or the wick? Okay, Dan, I'm thinking you're asking if I have a golden ratio zone and my stop is in it, is it to be on the wick or okay, I'm not quite sure I understood that. Let's do this. Okay, remove everything. Let's just draw a fib. Let's draw a fib from this high to this low, even though it's still forming. Okay, this is the golden ratio zone here. Let's say I'm stalking a short. It comes up and tests this.
Okay. She gonna be okay? I think she ran out of meds.
I'm a very profitable day trader. Friday plus 12,000. How do I make money with this? Rick, I think I've gone over that. But if you're a profitable trader, maybe you don't need anything else, you know? But you can't.
I think Rick and Jack are in the same team here.
But it can help you make money by staying in the profit and a trade longer to completion of a target. A crab has a very long way to complete. That's a very long target, right?
I know the feeling.
Thank you, Kathy. I've assisted many webinars, and this is the first time I had a chance to see Harmonics. I heard about it, but you're the first one to teach it. Well, thank you, Fabiana. Thank you, Andy. What sources do you recommend to study Harmonics? Belina, that would be me, but if it wasn't me, I would suggest Scott Carney, Ross Beck, R.M. Gartley. Do you have
Scott Carney, the guy that's suing Stapleton.
an instruction that you can show us how to draw triangular patterns? It's just basically the low to the high and the retracement. You know, if I didn't have a triangle toolbar, or drawing tool rather, I would strictly just use trend lines. And you go from the low to the high, the retracement, like here, say we're going to get a bounce, at least 38.2%, and connect it. There's the triangle, okay?
What happens to the wick issue?
Do I do stocks? I only do personally trade stocks and options. But yes, I do analyze stocks. I love to hear dadgummit. That is Southern, and so...
This reminds me of a politician. The guy asked about the stop and the wick, and she totally just blew that off.
So very good job. Feel challenged by your teaching. Will follow through. Thank you, John.
Paying no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Kathy is really a great trader, and I learned a lot by seeing that in the room. Thank you very much, Kathy. Thank you, Jasmine. Are you showing the SB indicator today? That's what my dots are.
I learned a lot of useless bullshit that helps me blow up my account.
Or the STP indicator, Veronica. Can you tell us more on Impro Bootcamp? There's a link that I believe Kevin should be posting. That will be the. I mean, you can just go in there and check it out. I mean, it's just I teach, Frank teaches, Jack teaches. Thank you for liking my voice, Dawn. But the bootcamp is basically just like a trial, and it shows how we utilize
John's hot for teacher.
what we have learned to trade with. It's kind of like a virtual trading room, not a virtual. It's like a virtual floor. A lot of these guys have been on the floor for years and years and years, and it's an accumulation of a lot of data. It's not meant. It's a means of enhancing somebody's way of trading.
You mean like enhancement?
So the price should stop in the golden ratio zone, but do you mean the price close or the wick also is valid? If you have a stop in the golden ratio zone and the price goes up and takes it, then it doesn't matter if it's a wick or a candle. But if I were looking for a close above the golden ratio zone, the wick would not be the close, right? The wick would be a pierce. So it'd be the body of the candle that I would want to see close at a level.
Then why did she draw her Gartleys on the wicks? See, I don't understand this. Look how she's got issues with the wick. The body's the close.
I went through the boot camp, best thing I ever did. Now in the room. Yes, you are. Thank you, Anne. What is the MIM? It's market on imbalance. It means that there's an indicator, but it's also data from people on the floor and from the boards of how much is being bought and how much is being sold. And it's based on the New York Stock Exchange stocks. And when there's like an imbalance of $1 billion, let me tell you something. If it's an imbalance to sell of $1 billion,
well, let me tell you something.
Or close to it, when I'm short, I feel really good about my short. The website does not show how much it costs for the trial. I think it's either free or it's $7.
Oh, I got $7.
Is that net long or net short? Oh gosh, Veronica, I'm sorry. Oh, the imbalance would be net. $19 for the trial, but you get a $12 discount, so it's $7. Thank you, Thomas. They'll reimburse you, I think. If not, let me know, because you'll be in there and I'll be in there. Just let me know, and I'll make sure you get it. Website does not show. I think it's $7. Raju, I see butterfly on SPY monthly chart. Can you verify that, please? Okay, I think I'm out of time. Kevin.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up. It's up to you though, Kathy, if you want to do that one more.
Okay, let me do it real quick. SPY, and we'll do it monthly. And what was it? Angel, I use some harmonic patterns, but I learned a new way. Oh, thank you. SPY monthly butterfly. Okay. Ooh, yes. It's a perfect butterfly, isn't it? And I'll tell you why, because it's 78.
A monarch?
6 and 1.272. Let me just erase all the fibs except for the ones that count, and you can see the triangle.
See, nobody should be this giddy about analyzing the markets, right?
Is perfect. So that, and here's where another thing of, now this is a monthly chart, so, but we have the bullish cross. Look how far price is from
How did you do that?
rising moving averages. When price is that far from moving average, that implies price is going to stall or pull back.
Implies it might be a little bit overbaked.
Price and faster moving averages do not like to be far apart for very long. So this is an area to be cautious about longs and possibly protect any profits that you have, okay? All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much, and thank you for the questions. That was really a lot of fun. And thank you, Kevin and Mark. I really always love being with you guys. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Kathy. So yeah, guys, if you want to check out Kathy and Mr. and we want to also give a shout out to Mr. Topstep. If you'd like to check out that offer, you can go over to realtraderswebinar.com/Kathy.